Raleigh, North Carolina. Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the SMU Mustangs offense will get the ball first. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Wolfpack offense comes out and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Cobb. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run from the shotgun. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack. You're not... the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. NC State going up tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking to fire. Look out, he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They're going to run it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuller. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Mustangs decide to punt it away.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Works the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Takes a handoff. It's Pedrino. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. NC State quick to the line.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Henson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
SMU, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Cobb. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They believe they can run right here. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to surge it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Absolutely center cut. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's Pedrino. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. NC State going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. To the air, it's Ventura. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Cobb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll test the right side. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up.
There he goes! Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Ventura. Fires to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a 1st down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. To the air, it's Ventura. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. And they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, NCC.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Henson. He breaks a tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 35 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it, fired complete. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Cobb. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.